Epic staring contest, go! Dang it!
Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger, more than ever, hour after hour. Work is never over. Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger.
You guys look amazing, by the way.
Well, thank you, Poe. That's much appreciated. Welcome to the Snob and the Slob. This is our review for Kung Fu Panda 2. Now, I hadn't really seen the first movie. I caught like the last 20 minutes of it on an airplane or something. But what really wowed me about this one right off the bat, it was the art direction.
Yes.
It started off with the introductory scene, this really interesting sort of 2D wireframe prologue story, and then it goes back into, you know, the sort of standard DreamWorks animation, and with the flashbacks there was some traditional hand-animated things too, so I just was really impressed with that, and it really started the movie off on the right foot for me.
You guys, did you see that? I just was like, what?
We didn't see this in 3D.
Right.
But I could imagine it looked pretty awesome because the fight scenes and the action was spot on. I really enjoyed that.
There were parts I thought the 3D would be really overwhelming, but the thing I really wanted to see in 3D was the villain.
Yes.
Now, the new foe, I suppose, for the, what are they, the Fantastic Five? Is that what they're called?
The Fearsome Five.
The Fearsome Five, okay.
Yeah. And the Dragon Warrior Poe.
And the Dragon
himself.
Warrior, yeah, okay. So their new villain is...
Shang.
Yeah, Lord Shen, the proud peacock played by Gary Oldman, and you know, I never really understood the whole like peacock defense mechanism of the tail, like wowing predators or everything. But on the big screen, I was just like, whoa, can't look away.
It was amazing.
Yeah,
it really looked cool.
Yeah, and he'd like spit around with his tail out, and that's what I wanted to see in 3D.
And if you're a fan of kung fu movies, the fight direction, the choreography is very, very good. It is pretty amazing, the way that they capture the style, the praying mantis style, the tiger style, all that. The peacock style is pretty neat.
Poe, I have received a message
From the universe?
from a messenger.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Our greatest masters are disappearing. I fear this is the work of Lord Shen, who has unleashed a new kind of threat on our world. This could mean the end of Kung Fu.
But I just got Kung Fu!
And now you must save it. Take the 5. It is time for the next phase of your journey.
My fist hungers for justice. That was my fist.
We need to get to that tower without being spotted by those wolves.
Huh? Got it. Stealth mode.
I hate this sneaking around.
Hey. Hey. Huh? I like it.
The bad guy, like he said, played by Gary Oldman, does a fantastic job, not only with his voice work, but the way that he moves and he fights is just really impressive.
He's a pretty well-crafted character for a kids movie too. There's some vulnerability there, some dark humor. Now, he's just one part of a huge ensemble cast, like Jack Black, Lucy Liu,
Angelina Jolie, Seth Rogen, Jackie Chan.
Yep, Jean-Claude Van Damme in a bit part, I guess. So,
I don't even remember which one he is, but I saw his name on the screen, so he must have been in there somewhere.
Yeah. So, I mean, they all do excellent work. I mean, it's a pretty big cast, and really the only people who get major screen time are Jack Black as Poe the Panda and Tigress, Angelina Jolie. But there's some really good friendship building there, and now, this is clearly a kid's movie.
Yeah.
I mean, what age bracket do you think this is appropriate for?
You know, I was thinking about that. It would have to be, I would guess, somewhere 7, 8 on up. There's some pretty intense action scenes. It's not really terribly violent, but some characters do die. It's a little bit more mature subject matter. I think we heard some kid behind us in the theater say something like, "Oh, why is he so sad?"
Yeah,
so
it has its Bambi moments, so it's sort of a,
it might have to be emotionally mature enough for this movie. So it's definitely not a little kid movie, but it's definitely a kid movie. But the beauty of it is, it's definitely in the vein of a movie where the adults and the kids it has a lot to offer to both those audiences. There's a lot of great humor.
Yeah.
But mostly, this is kind of getting into my sticking point with the movie. Most of the humor that I thought was really good was not the panda himself. I thought the panda was actually the least funny of the characters.
I'll agree with you there. It started off and he made like 5 jokes about always being hungry, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess this is this character. But there was a lot of subtle, and there were a lot of like visual gags too, and things like that I really loved. Now, I'll agree with you, like, little kids shouldn't see this movie. It's a PG, I mean, like, it might be a little too intense for them, but I think that this movie could be appreciated by kids a lot more than a lot of the recent Pixar movies that are a little more slower and deliberate paced and can be appreciated by everyone, but...
Like, that was a great movie, but it definitely had its very sober moments.
Yeah.
And
now, I think Kung Fu
slow.
Panda is something that can capture kids' attention and hold it the whole way through and everything. I mean, I think that's really the point, and... I judge most kids' movies over whether I'd be able to stand watching it over and over and over and over again with my kids, which I'm sure will happen eventually. But, so, I think I can do that with this one. It was fun all the way through, good characters, and...
Yeah.
Prepare for the year of awesomeness.
Oh, turn around.
Oh.
All right, quick summary from Slob's point of view first. I thought this was a very good movie. I thought it was a great follow-up to the first, which I enjoyed. Didn't suffer from sequelitis. In fact, I thought it almost got better in terms of the story. Like I said, my main problem with it was actually Poe himself, the lead. He wasn't as engaging as the first movie. Maybe it's because either Jack Black's shtick is wearing thin with me, or maybe just he didn't get as much chance to ad-lib and it didn't come across as well. But I thought the other characters were great. The story was very good. The action was amazing. There was 4 just amazing action sequences in this. So even though I didn't see it in 3D, I'd say if you want to see it, go for it. I would definitely recommend full price. I would say at least a B+. B+ would be where I would put this.
Yep. Now, okay, so I'm kind of falling in your vein again. I was going to give this a B+. Now, it's got... Like I said before, fantastic art direction, a great score by Hans Zimmer, great Americanized Chinese influences in the music there, and just, it's a fun story for kids, and parents won't be, slapping their foreheads, groaning, waiting to get out of the theater. I mean, they can have fun with it too, and I mean, that's what you really want from a good family adventure, right? So, go and see it. I recommend it. Solid B+.
My mantis style will defeat you.
Go away.
Ha!
All you used to do was put me down, but I found a way to pick myself up off the ground. And all you used to do was criticize me, but now I find a good and I emphasize it. See, you would always get so sensitive and try to turn your transgressions into mine.
I think my mantis style is too strong. And although that mantis joke, they did it one too many times, but the first time it was good.
The head biting.
I have daddy issues too. It's because my mom ate my dad's head after I was born. Yeah.
I always thought I'd settle down.
with a nice girl.
Buttering
She'd
my head.
eat my head.
What a way to go.